Alright, well, we're back over here to cover more stuff. Number 81, Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon, Superior Dora. I actually like how it has 81 in the sky. It's actually really fucking cool. 3,200, 4,000. What a fucking tank. 2 level 10 monsters. Once per turn. During either player's turn, you can detach 1 material from this card to target 1 face-up monster. Until the turn ends, that card is unaffected by other card effects. Okay. Once again, though, that ass is huge. It's actually really nice that we're getting some train support in this set. Alright, so I believe we've already talked about... Oh, no, it's another Symphonic guy. Okay. So, level 4, Wind Machine. 1200 attack, 1900 defense. Flip, you can add 1 Symphonic Warrior monster from your deck to your hand other than this card. Once per turn, you can target 1 Symphonic Warrior monster other than this card you control or in your graveyard. This card gains the effects of that monster and is treated as that target's name. You can banish this card from your graveyard to target one of your banished Symphonic Warrior monsters other than this card special from that monster. So, more Rhoda support for them. And to top it off, it actually lets you copy the guys in the graveyard. It's definitely not bad. Amplifiers. Oh boy. Was that a field spell? Yeah, that's a field spell. Whenever the effect of Symphonic Warrior monsters, place 1 counter on this card. So, Symphonic Warrior monsters you control gain attack equal to the number of counters on this card. Probably times 100, I would hope. Once per turn, you can remove 5 or 7 counters from the field to use one of these effects. 5 counters, inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each Symphonic Warrior monster on the field. 7 counters, destroy a number of cards on your opponent controls equal or up to the number of Symphonic Warriors you have. I guess it's not really that fantastic of an effect, but I see what they're trying to do here. Construction Train Derek Lane. Huh, 2800, 2000. Okay, what do you do? The one effect of Construction Train can only be used once per turn. If an Earth monster is normal summoned or special summoned to your side of the field, you can special summon this card from your hand, but if you do, its original attack and defense are halved. So it becomes a 1400, 1000. Okay. 2, if this card that is currently as an XYZ material is detached to activate the effect of an XYZ monster, you can target 1 card your opponent controls and destroy that. For the train archetype, that's actually really good. I really do like that effect. Next up is the Revolving Switchyard. Oh, cool. Reminds me of Thomas the Tank Engine. Field spell card. You can only use the one effect of 2 of this card's once per turn, and only once per turn. If a level 10 Earth Machine type monster has normal special summon to your side of the field, you can special summon 1 level 4 Earth Machine type monster with 1800 attack or higher from your deck, but its level becomes 10 and damage to your opponent for the remainder of the turn becomes 0. Okay, you can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard to add 1 level 10 Earth Machine type monster from your deck to your hand. I like this card. I like lots and lots of trains as a deck. I'm actually really looking forward to this card actually getting released, because there's some really stupid things you can do with this. A Bolt from Out of the Blue. That is... Wow. That card is awesome. If your opponent controls a monster and you control none, you can special summon 1 level 10 or lower Malf, probably monster. Oh, hold on. 1 level 10 or lower Malf. The opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters. You can special summon 1 monster that cannot be normal summoned whose level is 10 or lower from your hand, ignoring its summoning conditions. The monster special summoned by this effect is unaffected by the effects of your other cards and is returned to the deck during your opponent's next end phase. During this turn, you cannot normal summon or special summon monsters and your opponent takes no damage. So, if your opponent controls a monster and you have none, you can special summon 1 level 10 or lower monster. The opponent... So confusing. But I assume that it just means that you can special summon 1 guy by passing its conditions. So, Soul Turnover. Wow, that actually looks hella nice as a secret. Soul Turnover can only be activated once per turn. You can't special summon monsters during the turn you activate this effect. If you control no special monsters, you can contribute 1 face-up level 4 lower normal summon monster to draw 2 cards. Okay. I can see how that's going to get really annoying really quick. Caius the Mega Derp got revealed, finally. You contribute summon this card by tributing one tribute summon monster. Now this card tribute summon, you target one card on the field. If this card tribute summon by tributing a dark monster, you can target one of the additional effects. If you do inflict 1000 damage for that dark, and then remove all copies of that card from the appropriate location. So hey, enjoy removing all of your opponent's tools from game. Next up is Yasenju. This guy. Let's see here. You can only use the one of two effects of this guy once per turn. 1000 attack, 0 defense. During the damage step, in which a Yasenju monster you control battles an opponent's monster, you can discard this card from your hand to have it gain 1000 attack. 2. You can target one Yasenju monster you control. That monster gains 1000 attack until the end of the turn. And then during the end phase, if this card is normal summoned, bounces back to your hand. So Yasenjus finally have an Ana. Skilled Blue Magician. Each time a spell card is activated, place one spell counter on this card, max 3. You contribute this card with 3 spell counters on it, especially summon one guy, the Fierce Knight, from your hand, deck, or graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard to target one card you control that can have spell counters placed on it. Place one spell counter on that card. Wow! So they actually made a Gaia the Fierce Knight or Magician. That's actually really cool. Next up is Jigglebite. Oh god, I don't even want to look. Oh my gosh, we have more Gigglebite stories. You can only control one Jigglebite. If you control a spellcast type monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. This card is destroyed by battle by card effect. You can special summon one monster with 1500 attack and 200 defense from your deck, except for Jigglebite. Okay. Let's see here. Hirashin. That's really freaky. 1800, 100. If this card is a monster card zone, neither player can activate spell cards during main phase 1. Ooh. Ooh. That has anti-meta written all over it. I wonder how that's going to be abused. Dragon Dowser. Aw, that's actually kind of cute. The effect of Dragon Dowser can only be activated once per turn. When this card on the field is destroyed by battle or by an opponent's card effect, especially from one Earth attribute, Pendulum monster from your deck in face of defense mode. The monster special by this effect is destroyed during the end phase. Okay. It's definitely not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. Front Observer. What the heck? The thing has a cannon. That's going to get censored. During the end phase of the turn in which this card is normal summon, you can add one Earth attribute Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. Okay. If this normal summon card during the end phase of the turn, you contribute this card to add one Earth monster from your deck to your hand. So, alright. I'm going to say that card's going to be abused in some way, shape, or form. I don't know how, but the Earth support is real. Alright, Deskbot 003. What are we looking at here? Ew. When this card is normal summon, special summon one Deskbot from your deck. Okay. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can target one Deskbot monster you control. Till the end of this turn, that monster gains 500 attack and defense for each Deskbot you control. Still really subpar. Marauding Cook. Oh boy. Okay, so when this card is normal summon, you can shuffle one card in your hand back into your deck, then draw one card. If the drawn card is a monster, you can switch summon that monster. Okay, maybe. It might have some playability later on. Kind of looks like a artifact. So, Pendulum turn. Target one card in your Pendulum zone, declare a Pendulum scale 1 to 10. During this turn, that card's Pendulum scale becomes the declared value. Okay. That's going to be abused in some way for massive summoning. Possession Release. Huh. So, more Charmer story here. You can only use the 3 effect of this card once per turn. Charmer monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. Familiar possessed monsters gain 800 attack during the damage calculation. If a monster you control is destroyed, special summon one spellcast monster with 1500 defense with a different attribute than the monster, either in face-up attack position or face-down defense position. I like that the familiars are finally getting support. That's very nice. Alright, so Oscillation Vibration. I'm not even sure. Continuous Shark card. You can target one card in your Pendulum Zone, destroy that card, and if you draw a card. Okay. Once again, another subpar card in my opinion. Hello, Snaky. Pendulum effect. Once per turn, you can target one monster you control until the end of this turn. It gains 300 attack for each perform monster you control. If this card is normal summon or special summon, you can target one monster you control until the end of this turn. That monster gains 300 attack for each perform all you control. And 2, this card is in your monster card zone. Level 5 or higher monsters cannot attack. Okay. Seems pretty bad. Next up, Performal Spiky Goal. Who's the kid with the spiky hair? Spikeable. 900, 900, level 2. Once per turn, you can target one monster you control during this turn. That monster inflicts piercing damage. Okay. And Plus Turtle. I like how it has plus in its name. 100, 1800. Once per turn, you can target up to 2 face-up monsters you control. Increase the level by those monsters by 1. That's pretty terrible. Qwilfort Access. Oh yes, this thing. You cannot swap summon monsters except for Qwilfort monsters. This effect cannot be made. All monsters your opponent controls lose 300 attack. Monster effect. You can normal summon this card without attributing. If this card's normal summon, becomes level 4 and 1800. Unaffected by other things. This card tribute summon by using a Qwilfort monster's tribute. If your opponent has more monsters in their graveyard than you do, you gain life points equal to the difference, and if you do, inflict that much damage to your opponent. That's really stupid. And it's also level 9. Next up, we have the Super Heavy Samurai guy. You can target one Super Heavy Samurai monster you control. Equip this card to that guy. Once per turn, a monster equipped with this card cannot be destroyed by card effects. When a defense position monster you control is destroyed by battle in the graveyard, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, special on that monster in face-up attack mode. So it lets you revive a guy, which is pretty good. Next up is Tenyo no Shien. Is that Kaias crawling out of the depths of hell? You can only activate this card one. Oh, you don't activate one per turn. Reveal one monster in your hand with either 2400 attack and 1000 defense, or 2800 attack and 1000 defense. Add one Monarch spell trap card from your deck to your hand other than Tenyo no Shinin. So we have the ability to search for everything that we could ever want in the Monarch deck now. Definitely looking forward to that. Next up is the Shaddoll Contract Fusion. This horrible looking card actually looks really good. Equip only to a Shaddoll monster. The 2 effect of this card can only be used once per turn. So you can declare an attribute when this card is activated. The equipped monster's attribute changes to that. And then during the main phase, you can fusion summon one fusion Shaddoll monster from your extra deck by sending the fusion material monsters from your hand or field, including the monster equipped with this card effect. Do keep in mind that this is a Shaddoll named card. Just throwing that out there. Satellar Knight Capella. That actually looks hella cool. You can only use the effect of Capella once per turn, 1100, 2000. During the turn, discard summon if you have 3 or more monsters. Okay, during the turn, discard is summon if you use 3 or more monsters for an XYZ summon. You can target one level 4 lower Tellarknight monster you control, and it can be treated as 5 materials. What? Something suspicious is coming with this. Satellar Knight Regal. 1900, 700. Definitely pretty good. If this card is summoned, you can target one Tellarknight monster you control against 500 attack, but it's sent to the graveyard during the end phase. Okay, never mind. I take that back. That card is awful. Cavalry with the Ritual Beast. That actually looks really nice. I like some of the art on some of these new cards. You can only use the 1 effect of Cavalry of the Ritual Beast once per turn. Activate by targeting 1 Noble Ritual Beast monster and 1 Ritual Beast Tamer from among cards in your graveyard and your banished cards. Switch summon those targets in face-up defense mode. After this card effect is activated, you can now switch summon Ritual Beast monsters for the rest of the turn. Did I mention that it's chainable? That's really good. Next up is the Disciple of the Void. Okay. Target 1 Inferno monster you control. That monster is unaffected by your opponent's effects. This turn, if an Inferno monster you control is destroyed, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. Okay. It's not bad. I still don't know much about them. The Void of the Blue Flames. Okay. Special summon one Inferno monster from your hand, ignoring summoning conditions. That monster special summoned by this effect has its effects negated until the end of that turn. Okay. Shin Manju Garzet. This guy. I'm very curious to know about this dude down here. So, this card cannot be normal summon, so you can special summon this card from your hand by attributing all monsters you control. This card's attack is combined attack of all the original attack of the monster special summoned by this card, and it can inflict piercing. Okay. Oh gosh, this trap card. That's so fucking hilarious. Action it. If either player special summons a monster from the extra deck, your opponent can activate the following effect. Draw a card. What? That's so good. And unfair trap hole. When your opponent special summons a monster in defense position, banish that defense position monster. When would your opponent ever special summon a monster in defense mode? Like, okay, that's the unfair trap hole. I want one. Oh gosh. So, I think that is pretty much going to be the extent of everything for the set. I could be wrong, but it looks like we've covered everything. So guys, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about everything that we've talked about thus far today, and I'm out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up this video to show your support, and please check out VanCole40 for Cardfight Vanguard, MCole Games for miscellaneous trading card games, and No Limit Gaming for a brand new series of Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Thanks for watching.